I'm your host, Jeff Sart. We're going to take you behind the scenes with the craft distillers who are pouring their heart and soul into crafting the next version of America's spirit. This is the Great American Whiskey Cookers. As if 3 podcasts, 2 full-time jobs, and a distillery weren't enough, Ryan and Kenny from Pursuit Spirits decided to open a downtown location. We get a behind-the-scenes tour of this new location under construction on Whiskey Row and get to see what Kenny and Ryan have planned to ensure they have absolutely no free minutes in a day.
Like, we're gonna walk by Bardstown Bourbon Company. Like, it's all like this is where everything's happening right now. Like, this is the revitalization of everything that's happening in downtown. This is where a lot of people are trying to come. You know, you had the original Whiskey Row, which is where Old Forester and everything like that was, but that's already basically developed. That's all built, and so now it's all pushing towards this way. And so, as you can see, we've been standing here for 10 seconds. There's probably 200 people that we can see with our eye line, right?
Yeah, easy. And there's a bus line that's easily coming by.
Yeah.
You're literally right next to Bardstown Bourbon Company.
Yeah, which is great because it's, they're one of our partners. We work with them hand in hand all the time. So we've got, like, just right there, it's like, there's John. So there's one of our good buddies in there.
Recognizes you, yeah.
Yeah, so being able to have somebody that's a good distilling partner next to us, and I think that's the good thing about this. Like, everything's built on camaraderie. So you have a lot of people that are just trying to share, like, okay, you've seen here, you need to go check out these people. You need to go see what they're doing.
Right.
Because they're right here. Michter's is right there. Buzzard's Roost is over there. I mean, we're all within just like a block and a half from each other.
Yeah.
So being able to have that really just kind of like brings the community aspect all together as well. Yeah.
I love it. That's great. And I'm looking at a big construction.
Oh, it's a big dumpster.
Yeah.
So
I'm guessing that it's right behind it.
It is right here. So this is 722 West Main Street. So this is the new home of Pursuit Spirits downtown. This was a former restaurant before here. The people own the entire building. It was actually the Taylors that owned it. What's called Taylor Place. They've given us naming rights to the building, so we'll be able to have a name here soon. There's gonna be a lot of stuff that you can see that has to be rehabbed the entire front of it to make it look a little bit more modern, a little more upscale, but at the same exact time, we still have to preserve a lot of the history that's been here. This building was back in the 1800s.
Oh, nice.
So there's gonna be a lot of things when we go through here that we have to preserve to be able to open our doors up as we come through here.
Yeah.
There is actually it's a freight elevator right behind this door here, and that freight elevator was actually brought in on horse and buggy in the 1800s before here. So
does it work?
No, it does not work, but we are keeping some of the original aesthetics of it in just to make sure that we bring that old and the new together.
Right.
Yes.
All right, so take me
all right. Well, I can tell you right now, so as you come through here, there's going to be essentially 2 separate entrances. So this one that we're going to actually walk through, this is going to be fixed soon going through. So you'll be walking in through the side door, but the side door is where the freight elevator is. This will be opened up, that'll be gone, but that freight elevator I talked about, it's going to have a frosted glass floor underneath. So that frosted glass door, you're actually going to walk through. So you're going to be walking through history as you go through here. This other door right here is going to be open. This is going to be a secondary entrance.
Okay.
This is what's going to take you down to our tasting bar, cocktail bar, but also upstairs to all the Airbnbs that are going to be owned by a different tenant. But again, that's the secondary entrance, so you can have stuff that happens after hours.
Right.
Because around here, a lot of stuff happens between 9 to 5. After 5, everything kind of closed down for a lot of distilleries, but we want to make sure that our tasting room and our ability to make cocktails and stuff like that is a true whiskey bar. Like, we want to stay open as long as we can. So that'll be the second entrance. So we make sure we're not having to staff people at a gift shop all hours of the day as well.
Right. Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, so this is going to be the new home of Pursuit Spirits. So once you're coming in here, what you be walking into, this is going to be our gift shop area. This is where you're going to have a lot of places where you can be able to get into right here, this is going to be bottles, it's going to be merch sales, it's going to be everything like that. I mean, granted, we all have to have that as a part of the whiskey experience, but really the true whiskey experience is going to be a little bit beyond this way. As you can see, what's being built right here right now, this is the elevator shaft. So this is something brand new. Y'all are seeing it for the first time. Is like I'm seeing it for the first time.
Oh, you haven't even seen this yet?
I haven't even seen it. So This is the elevator shaft. So the retail counter will be around here.
Okay.
And then all through here is just, again, it's going to be bottle sales, merch, everything like that.
Right.
And then once you come around here, you're going to have a little bit of an area, what we were going to call, I'm not going to call it a holding area, but essentially it's kind of a waiting area. And then once you have your waiting area, this is where we're going to start building out the next few rooms. So the next few rooms are we're going to do bringing in that whole shebang experience, being able to have people to actually fill their own bottle directly from the barrel. So that's going to be the first classroom. The second classroom is going to be over here. This is where you're going to have things such as breaking down a per-sheet-united blend, being able to try things, all the individual components, just general tastings. We've got hundreds of different ideas of what we have to be able to provide, because we're not your traditional distillery where we have to think about, one mash bill and this is how we make it. But instead, we can focus on what makes the whiskey different. We can focus on maturation. We can focus on a lot of different types of things that really just kind of enhance that 102 level whiskey experience.
Yeah.
So people that have come here, and you go, don't get me wrong, you can go to the big guys, you can go to your Heaven Hills, your Jim Beams, and you can kind of get that base level knowledge, but a lot of people are looking for that next thing.
They are. I mean, yeah, they want to step into where do I go next?
Yes, and really want to give them that next level of education of what is the thing that is beyond just, 51% corn and new charred oak barrels. Right. So now we can talk about, well, hey, here's the same exact whiskey that was aged in the same exact time, but in char 1, char 2, char 3, and char 4 barrels. And we can taste that. You can actually taste the differences between them. So a lot of cool different experiences we have kind of building.
I love it. This is great. I can't wait to see this place. I'm going to have to come back.
Me too.
Yeah.
There was a stairwell that would take you from here. As you can see, they boarded it up. So that's what used to take you down. They have redone a lot of this because you had to keep some sort of integrity for what was original to the building.
Sure.
So like I said, that original stairwell is over there. This was one, but that original stairwell it was rocky at best. This one was built afterwards, but thankfully we have new stairwells that we're gonna go down next.
Kenny, this is pretty exciting.
I agree.
I mean, this is so. Are you leasing it, or did you buy the first floor in the basement?
This is leased. They were working with a really great developer that they do a lot of stuff and projects in the whiskey experience kind of place. So they did everything for Heaven's Door. They're doing a few other things and a few projects around town. But we felt really confident in working with them because A, they had the property, but B, they also had the vision. They're the ones that really told us we actually didn't want to do this. This was not our idea.
Oh yeah.
And it was them that said, hey, listen, like this is what you could build it. And then we started running the numbers and we said, well, okay, now this looks like something that we could probably work with.
So what's going to happen down here?
So where we're standing right now is actually where the bathrooms and the kitchen are going to be.
Oh, okay.
Right. So this is where you see all the piping and the venting and everything like that. And even around the other side of where Kurt is over there. So you can see exactly, this is more stuff for the kitchen that's going to be on this side. And it's not going to be a full-fledged kitchen. I didn't want to get into being a restaurateur. I didn't want to say, like, let's focus on making really good chicken fingers. I said, let's focus on the whiskey, but let's be able to provide some small bites and snacks and stuff like that. Yeah.
Nice.
You didn't want our Yelp reviews being like, well, the food was terrible, right? Like that's not our
whiskey company.
Exactly.
Kirk, watch your step.
Yeah, so everybody watch your steps as they come through here. But again, this is going to be an area right here where this is, again, bathrooms, everything like that. So the stairwell will be going away right here, so that'll be going away. However, right here, which is a very interesting, unique aspect. So this is the vault.
Vault.
This is an actual vault that was here. So you got to remember when businesses used to be ran around here, you couldn't just take your money to a bank.
Right.
You literally had to keep it stored overnight. So you would bring everybody down, or you bring all your money down. You would store it in the vault, and then when people would come by and horse and buggy or whatever and take it to the bank, you'd take it out of the vault and you go and give it to them, and they would take it to the bank. So this is the vault. This will be a special seating area that's going to be brought into there as well.
Nice.
And then as we keep going through here, The new podcast studio is going to be right here.
Oh, okay.
So think of it almost like a fishbowl. It'll kind of fan out a little bit, but there'll be curved windows. And this is really a way that we want to give people to see an insight of how we began.
Nice.
There's nobody around here that's going to say, oh, here's a podcast studio, or, hey, this is our forefathers, right? It's like, how often do you see something like that you can really connect with the brand?
Right.
So we thought that was a cool element to be able to bring here. And that allows us to also bring guests in and everything like that. So,
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, this is really cool.
Oh, we're not even halfway through.
Oh my God.
So you have the bar, you have that, but then pretty much from here all the way pretty much to where the elevator shaft is, right? Like this is all the bar area, right? So you can see where it's all trenched out for the piping that's gonna be able to run for everything that you need for plumbing in the bar area. So this is all gonna be bar, seating area, cocktail bar, tasting bar, the whole 9 yards.
So theoretically, I should be able to sit at the bar and watch you guys do a podcast.
Yep.
Fun.
Yep. That's exactly what it's
That'd be
gonna
awesome.
look like. And then over on this side, like I said, there's still more. So once you come in off the elevator, there's obviously 2 doors.
Yep.
But this is where you would go in to actually go and experience everything in the bar side.
Yep.
This is all gonna be private party area.
Okay.
I guess the lack of a better term. So overflow, whatever you're gonna call it. But inside of here is where you're gonna have, again, you can actually have a seating inside the elevator shaft.
Fun.
There'll be couches, there'll be tables, there'll be chairs. There's actually these old catacombs that are over here, which is really kind of cool too. Unfortunately, a lot of these can't be used because a lot of the utilities are coming in through here.
Mm-hmm.
But right now we're standing literally underneath Main Street.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. So Main Street, the building starts about there, but underneath here, we're literally underneath Main Street. And so you have these really kind of cool brick things inside here, but unfortunately, like I said, we have utilities come in, so we can't use them as much as we could.
Right. Very fun.
Yeah. And so there's one over here. We might be able to use this one because there's no utilities coming in. We might be able to get rid of that, but as you can see, there's a lot of dirt to dig out and whatnot.
No kidding. Super fun.
Yeah.
Kenny, this is really cool. I'm excited about what you guys are building here. Being able to come back, sit down, have a whiskey, have a Pursuit United, watch you guys do your podcast. Your expansion is absolutely wonderful. This is great.
It's fun. It's like being here as well as I get to see it happen. Like I've literally been inside this building for 2 years wondering when's it going to start working? When's it going to start happening? And now that we see progress happening, it's slowly coming to life. We can tell there's a lot more to go.
Yeah.
But it is very exciting.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
How do they find you? Where do they get your spirits?
Yeah.
There you go.
Absolutely. Sign off one last time.
Lay it on.
So make sure you follow Pursuit Spirits on all the socials. You can go and visit us at pursuitspirits.com to figure out where you can find it in your hometown. There's a store located on there. We're in 13 different distributed states. I think we're set anywhere between 12 and 15 states where we're filming this today. But we're always expanding. You can also find us online at sealbox.com. You can visit us when you come to Louisville, even though we're not have this location open yet, but we have our other location in Clifton, which is 5 minutes from Whiskey Row. And you can go and visit. Hit the visit us button at pursuitspirits.com and also subscribe to our podcast, Bourbon Pursuit, and everything that we do behind the scenes called Behind the Pursuit.
Fantastic. You can find us on the socials, Facebook, Instagram. Go to our website, merchandise, of course. You can go to our YouTube channel, like the videos, share it, and we would really appreciate it. Or stepping up, go to Patreon, become a supporter to the channel. Again, we would really appreciate that. I'm Jeff for the Great American Whiskey Cookers. Until next time, if you can't be good,
Be good at it.
see ya.
Take care. Pleasure.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Good luck.
As you can see, there's a lot to go in there. There's a lot of progress that's still being built.
Different than the other place, huh?
Just a smidge.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Take care now.
Yeah.